Tonight, it's Madden NFL football. It's Super Bowl Sunday.
Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And we are underway here on EA Sports. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
We've seen Lamar Jackson dance all over defenses throughout the regular season, but this is the first time we've seen him stepping up to the Super Bowl spotlight. You always thought you'd see him get here at some point. In fact, on draft night, he told us he was bringing a Super Bowl to Baltimore.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. Well, this defense, they've been terrific all year, and they come through with a pick six here on the game's biggest stage.
Perfect descriptor there, because we have seen this time and time again. This defense, their ability to take the ball away from teams, they definitely have a nose for the football, and it pays off again on that play.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And now here come the Ravens. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick six. He finds Bateman over the middle. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he is going to lose yardage here. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick six, and here he ends up on his backside.
Yeah, and you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick six, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. silent, and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 42. Singletary to get the drive started. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 25-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. It's the sack master, Justin Houston, who comes up with it.
And the Ravens are going to have it here just past the 25.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
On 2nd and inches, Jackson.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. Jackson fighting his tight end Andrews for the Ravens' 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another 1st down. To throw is Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. The 20.
And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
And, partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Isaiah McKenzie from 17 yards out.
And the Bills will add to their first quarter lead here in this Super Bowl.
Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game. They always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can do that can seize firm control of this game, something they haven't done with the ball so far.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Allen. Going right back to Knox, and again a completion. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll run with Cook. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. Now Allen. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bills are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was Josh Allen using his legs to polish things off. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Jackson now. That would complete to Prochet. Now they work this well upfield across the 45. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Escape, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Gregory Rousseau able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. One quarter done, 3 more to play here in Super Bowl 57. Can't wait to see what the 2nd quarter has in store. We'll return after this message. You're watching the NFL, and it's right here on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. And for the 3rd time here in this half.
DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just pulled up in the thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Bring them in the. You know I stay with some bad little baby. TGOD, baby, know that's a gang gang. Crazy girls after the game. We doing honest, we going insane. Pouring this. Dead homies got me pouring this. We get awards where we give God the glory. I'm shooting my shot and most times I be scoring. Do this for my city, I bring on the trophy. Feel like Freddie Mercury, we the champions. Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Feeling like I can't miss. Baby, it's all in the wrist. You really wanna be the boss, it's expensive. Ain't the real champ if you never defend it. Put in that work, I'ma make them remember. I just broke down hella trees, yelling timber. Stand in the line, they put me in the center. It blow they mind when they see how I'm winning. Went back and doubled up, now you in trouble. My all hustle, my diamonds are huddled up. TGOD got this off the muscle. That's me about my life, man, I love it. Got so many rings, I need room for another one. Been through the pain, now it ain't no more struggle. My team win the game, put our face on the cover, brother, we the champions.
Here in Los Angeles, doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Tonight on EA Sports, it's Super Bowl Sunday.
Here now to get us started is Logan Cook. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Mahomes not wasting time. He'll throw. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now Mahomes. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Only 3 there on the screen at second down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Gonna need better protection here. Third and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. He'll drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off. And the Jaguars are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
It certainly wasn't the rookie season we expected from Lawrence, but how about his follow-up campaign? He's played Jacksonville to its first Super Bowl ever, and in the process, he's begun to grow into the franchise savior that so many expected him to be.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Flush to his right. Finds the open target, Arnold. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
But Charles, did it seem like to you that maybe they were a little worried about his running prowess there? Because everybody kind of froze when he got outside the pocket and they were able to throw it for the first down.
Absolutely, and you work all week getting ready for a game, and you know that the potential is there for him to run it, but you better take care of those receivers downfield. They can hurt you first.
They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They go play action with Lawrence. Man open, And here is Jones. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 15-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you get them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Back to the ground with Etienne. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Trevor Lawrence keeping it himself on the quarterback sneak. And the Jags are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Riley Patterson now for the extra point. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. So that line's... A 7-play drive all told. And it was capped off by Trevor Lawrence taking it in himself. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. KC's offense ready to take over. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Mahomes now on first down. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. What a moment for him, a pick 6 in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick 6s over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that one pretty much sealed the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick 6, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison of the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended? That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You recall them all. What a play here. Another pick 6 in the Super Bowl. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Quick throw,
knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Mahomes going to throw. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Hands it off out of the gun. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. The first down play, to be frank, nothing short of awful, and now they have to deal with 2nd and very long. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. Well, they got a great answer right there and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jags are going to get the football here at their own 23. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. One quarter done, 3 more to play here in Super Bowl 57. 14-0 is our score. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, Echo.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
2nd and 5 now. Lawrence. He's got his tight end. It's Chris Manhertz. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 20-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Nick Bolton there on the tackle.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lawrence. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a toss here, short side. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle.
On is the punter, Townsend, as he gets this one away.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over. On the short side of the field.
Stick the oar. Now Lawrence on 1st down.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lawrence.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
And the Chiefs will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback to just throw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Mahomes throw complete there to Smith-Schuster. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw caught by Gray. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. 2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try with McKinnon. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Jerick McKinnon taking it in from a yard out. And the Chiefs are on the board here in this Super Bowl. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. Mahomes will throw for it. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Foyesade Oluwakin.
Hey, man, I guess we're looking at the wrong guy right here.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 and the 24. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy.
Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush. And this offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Mahomes throw into the hands here of Hardman. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Locates Hardman for another catch. And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Jaguars are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you meant to the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. An excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Ready? 70, Indy. Hey, exit.
From the 36, Lawrence. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Now Lawrence. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The field goal unit on the sideline. They're going to go with 1 second left. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And nothing comes of this last-ditch attempt at points as time will run out on this first half. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Hey, box up. Hey, stand on.
On second and 10, Lawrence. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Play action. It's Lawrence. And Ingram holds it in. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
But to throw again is Lawrence. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Lawrence. And able to find Kirk complete. He's going to have the first down and then some. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk, 40 yards. And the
Will extend their third quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Extra point try now for Patterson. Oh, this is blocked. Oh, the Chiefs have got it, but he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I remember when they changed the rule, and there was a lot of consternation, especially coming from the kickers. Okay, how's this going to affect things, having to kick a longer one now, much more of a field goal attempt, and the defensive guys saw it as an opportunity to get more block.
That's exactly right. There's more effort now. Before, when it was snapped down near the goal line, you would basically see guys just stand there.
Yeah, not anymore. Now, those guys are going after it because not only can they knock it away and change a little bit of momentum,
and get 2 points.
They can pick it up and take it back for 2 points.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Mahomes now on first down. Being chased out left. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
On first down, Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. He will push his way down to about the 14. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are back within a score. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And with a successful two-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive.
And my goodness, another interception. And the Chiefs are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars 33. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. Edwards-Helaire is into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. They go I formation. Fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And that one puts them on top here in the 3rd. So that drives 7 plays in length.
And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback. That's complete to Travis Etienne out of the backfield.
The heavy set out there, 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
They go play action now. Lawrence.
Etienne bringing in another one. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And now here is another interception.
And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. but you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on, but it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Just one more quarter remains in the season-long race for the Lombardi Trophy here at Super Bowl 57 from Glendale. This is the National Football League. And look at this. It's a fake. And this is caught. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a first down. Mahomes now to throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Able to find Gray here. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 24-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Now Mahomes. Screenplay, McKinnon. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. On second and goal, Mahomes. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chiefs will add to their fourth quarter lead. Butker now to add the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was all capped by Patrick Mahomes using his legs to get in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From the 10. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. And now out come the Jags. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Forced out to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes the correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
On first down, Lawrence. Dancing to his left.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell.
Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
To throw again on 2nd down, Lawrence. And now here is another interception.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half, want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder, because I think all he was trying to do is to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco.
His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Chiefs are starting to pull away in the 4th quarter of this Super Bowl. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say, they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No.
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive, 1st and 10. Lawrence's throw here into the hands of Jones.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. From the 27, Lawrence. He'll drop that underneath to Etienne. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A 14-yard 1st down pickup for the Jaguars.
Now Lawrence.
Buying time to his left.
There's Manhurts, the tight end.
It's a big play for the Jaguars. 44 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. Lawrence will throw. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Trevor Lawrence with a hook up to Marvin Jones. And the Jaguars are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So this back now to a 10-point spread, and you have to imagine they'll line up and go for two.
Oh, no question about it. If they can get this to an 8-point game, they can...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Trent McDuffie with a pick.
I'm the best in the game.
He's at the 50, 30, 10, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for two, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give them a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving them 2 points themselves.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Mahomes now on first down. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. But it's going to be second down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Mahomes going to throw it here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking out play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
Second, third levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. And my goodness, another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jags are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
60 Pittsburgh.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Able to find Jones. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now Lawrence to throw. And that is incomplete. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell.
Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Well, obviously, you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover, but I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I play?
He's got a man, complete. He's at the 30, 10, and he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done.
Patterson now for the extra point.
And this is back to a 5-point game. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Now it looks like he'll throw here.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Now Mahomes. And this one is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Back to throw, Mahomes.
And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Come on, set, 50, play.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Ready to go.
Back to throw, Lawrence. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
When the spotlight is at its brightest, and let's face it, it's the Super Bowl, those types of plays come out, don't they?
Absolutely. A big-time catch on the biggest of stages.
Do you think that that one's going to live on? We're going to see this for a long time.
Definitely going to live on forever with him, that's for sure.
No doubt.
A final shot now for Lawrence.
And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. And the Kansas City Chiefs are the Super Bowl champions. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them, a fantastic season.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. And what a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.